other side of the canvas. My paint's over here, my water bucket. We're going to try to paint a face again. This is sketched on there. Small face. I don't know how to turn out. So we'll just get started. Somewhere. I don't know how we're going to start this one. Sometimes that's the hardest part, is figuring out where to start them. Or for me, lots of times it's the hardest part. I think you're supposed to lay the darks in first, but for some reason I forget what I'm doing and I wind up starting wherever. This one, it looks like I'm laying the lights in first. There's a dark there. I put the dark in. We're going to have the light coming like that. You pretty much need to establish which way the light's going to come from before you start the piece. And if you paint one and you forget where the light's coming from, and you work on it a while, it's going to be really confusing looking, and you'll figure out that it has different areas of light. Looking for my rag. Here it is, up here. I have to keep my rag close to me. So there's going to be light hitting that side of the nose too. It's going to be dark spots. I'm talking to myself, sorry. I have no idea if you can understand or not. I guess I can talk to you about the colors now. I'm using, I'll show you again. I use, let's find one with the label on it. Nova Color paint. Great paint. Company out of California. Really like their paint. Really strong pigments. Really good stuff. I don't know why I made that ear that color. See, my rag will just take off enough paint that I can go back and work it like I need to. This one is not off to a good start. The other one that I showed you did pretty good. This one, not so much. But the beauty of the way that I paint is if I make them, if I mess the canvas completely up, all I'm going to do is paint something else over it. So it's kind of nice to know that it's never a big issue. Some things in life are a big issue. It's not one of them. Yeah, this one's already on the way to being muddy. Oh well. That probably wasn't the right thing to do. I like blue. Give me a blue ear. There's too much water on the surface of the canvas. So my paint's just kind of moving all around and really not sticking where I want it to stick. So that's one issue. The other issue is I didn't start this one very well. they want to go. Also make eyes like this. You can lay a lot of color in and then take your handy dandy rag and pull the color back off. And then when that dries, you can lay some more on top of it, and it'll make that usually makes a decent looking eyeball sometimes. You really have to kind of educate yourself as to how eyes are really shaped. Sometimes they're that nifty-difty oval. Most of the time they're not. But you have to be careful when you make them really straight like I just did, because it looks like they're evil. Soften the line some. Anytime you make a hard line, you're bringing attention to that spot. So you want to make sure that's the spot that you want attention brought to. I'm not exactly sure what color his mouth's going to be, so I am going to make it this color. This looks like a guy to me, so we're going to make this into a guy. And really the only difference is men's faces are much more angular most of the time. Yeah, I'm going to do is take my finger and pull some of the color back off of it. I really want that bottom lip light, so I'm going to take the rag and just pull color back off. Have to do this when it's pretty wet. Ideally, you want this dark color in the center before you put the lip on. But I pulled it all off when I was trying to take paint off. So I'll put some back on. It's not that big a deal. I kind of like this little area right here. It kind of made itself, so I'm going to try to leave it. I've got his mouth really exaggerated. But I'm going to leave it for a little bit and work on other parts of the canvas just to see if I want to leave it like this. In a minute, I'll know. I like that little spot right there. This is why I paint with my fingers. It kind of takes the decision making away. They just kind of happen, and you can decide you like them or not. I got tired of making decisions in my life. If you've seen any of my other videos, this is nothing. This is water in a spray bottle. And all that does is make all these cool textures and drips, but the trick is you kind of have to leave it alone. I messed with that a little bit more than I wanted to because I'm trying to keep it within a certain space. Most of the time, I just spray it on there and leave it. He's beginning to kind of take shape. I don't know if you can see. We're into it. He has potential. I've got a couple of... Oh, you remember me telling you in another video about how I don't like big ears? But look how small that ear is and how high up I've got it. So the height is okay, but it really should be all the way down to here. So that's one thing that I can tell you right now is wrong with this piece. I got to think about a lot of junk in my life. I don't like big ears. Which, who cares? I realize that. But you have to be careful, otherwise they look stupid. There, that's a little bit better. I won't make it as big as it should be because I think they look funny. But go to your own mirror if you need to and look where your ears are, where they start and where they end. They're a lot in a different position than most people think. This is called overworking a canvas, what I'm doing right now. You want to just lay the paint down and forget it, move on to the next spot. You want to work the whole canvas at once. And I'm not doing that. Which is why I'm having to work harder on this one. I use a lot of plain white paint. Most artists don't, but I kind of think, I like white paint. It's pretty. This guy has no bottom to his nose, so I guess it's time to put that in. It's a pretty gray color. I don't know where it came from. It's a pretty color. I think it must be a combination of brown. A little bit of that blue. What's color? This is really wet in here. That's where I sprayed it and I forgot. So if you're not careful though when you do what I did and you then come back in and do this, you wind up with a really good piece. You end up starting over and put the beauty of those. You can just wipe it off. Start over. Okay, he kind of looks like he's got devil eyes, so I need to address that right now. That's too much. I can't decide what to do right here. So that's the reason I keep messing with it. It's tired. I'm getting tired. It's the afternoon. I used to not paint it all in there. Paint it always in the middle. That worked really well. That's a good eye right there. At any given point, depending on how the person's face is turned, you see different shapes and eyes. So we're going to assume that this one is turned a little bit. When my boys were at home, we traveled a lot. Made them look at stuff, and I would make them point out what was different. Turns out that was a pretty good thing to teach them. I just thought it was interesting. I didn't realize I was teaching them. This is a very intense stare that he has, but I'm gonna like it. I may not, but I think so. We need some eyelids, badness and eyelids. I'm gonna come up with some weird blue and see if I can make You know, I didn't think this one was going to work out very good, but I believe I'm liking it more. I'm going to leave the video running. CC, I hope that you'll just cut out whatever you don't want to see. I don't know how to do it any other way. Bad thing is I know you have When I was younger, I had to produce stuff, mainly because I had to make money. I still like to, but change the shape of the nose just a little bit because I have a big old bulbous thing on the end of it. That was not going to work real good. That spot right there, it's going to look great when this thing finishes. So when you're working on a piece, you got to find what really makes it. I call it makes it sing. And that bright undertone that I happily didn't paint over is a winner. Most of the time you paint over stuff like that. But fortunately this time I didn't. I know what's wrong with his face though, but I can't figure out a way to fix it. I got the lips, the mouth is squared onto his face. The nose is turned and the eyes are turned. So really the mouth kind of doesn't fit the rest of it. That's the reason he's not going together very well. But there's a lot of good parts in it, so I'm going to keep messing with it and see if I can save it. I should be able to, just by changing the shading around the mouth. I may have to move the mouth over just to give it a shot. And I might be able just to move it over by changing that right there. Yeah, that helps. So I think I toned them pink. When I say tone, that's my underpainting, this part. So that she would have, it would have a feminine feel to it, but I didn't use this thing, I like this brush for eyebrows because it's sprung and it leaves an irregular shape to it, and I don't have to work so hard to keep them like hair. This actually turned out much better than I thought it would. I didn't think this one was going to be a keeper. But I can keep working on it. I'll refine it a bit more, but you can kind of see what it looks like, and I'll try to come back in and make a final shot. Bye.